sketchy, very sketchy. You do not want to slide down there, and that is how deep the snow is. Well, a very chilly morning from me, back over in the Lake District again, and I'll tell you exactly where I am. We're down at Scales, and this is the White Horse Inn. I don't know if you can see just behind there, there's a lay-by, and I'm parked just there. So basically I've come up through their beer garden, over the stile there, up to and over the stile here. As you may well have guessed, I'm going to attempt Blencathra today. It's been a few years since I've been up here. It was a bank holiday weekend with Eddie Caseley, and we went up the Halls Fell route. Quite challenging, but very, very exciting, and a really good route up in the good weather. The last time I've done this route was with my grandson, Harry METALMAN, and it is 5 years ago. There used to be a pipe, the pipe of doom used to come all the way down here, and you could pull yourself up there, and it was brilliant. Within 2 minutes you could be up there. You turn around, the height that you'd gained. Now that is a very steep up without that pipe. For whatever reason it's been took down. So the route I'm going to go, and it's this way. There's a couple that parked next to me actually. They zoomed past me and they zoomed up there. But looked very, very fit. And after a Christmas of excess, that's something I'm not. I've got 4 layers on, including my heated jacket. I've got it on the low setting because despite it being -6 here, and it's forecast it's going to feel like at the summit -14, I know once I start hiking I'm going to get warm. So I'm going to knock this off and I'm going to get cracking. Should be a brilliant day. Want to come along with us? Already look at the views that we're getting. Absolutely sensational. Set off about 20 past 6 this morning, and it was -7 going over the top of the moors, and all the way over I was talking myself into and out of coming up Blencathra today. I mean, the conditions, yeah, it's snow, but this snow's been here for about 4 or 5 days there now, so it is very crunchy. The paths are very, very icy. I've got my spikes on, I've got both my poles with us, but still, if you have a fall on it, you're going to hurt yourself. The other thing is, it could get gusts up to 30 mile an hour at the top, then you got them wind chills. As soon as I seen Blencathra covered in snow, I thought I'm going to have to go up. So far, it's looking great. Yeah, I'm feeling nice and warm. In my backpack, I've got my down jacket, and just in case, I've got a waterproof as well. So theoretically, I could have 7 layers on. Hopefully it doesn't come to that. But yeah, I mentioned my grandson, Harry METALMAN, before. I felt sorry for him that day because, like, Blencathra, it's about, what, 8 metres. It is a decent climb up, and it is a great view from the summit as well. It was a cold, icy climb up there, and when we got there, you couldn't see a thing. And funnily enough, he's never been out with us again. I wonder why. But I keep stopping, turning round, and just admiring the glory that is the Lake District in winter. We'll come to this little junction here, and how come everybody's going up there? Yeah, I'm going up here. Well, I intend to follow the valley round, go through the valley, get to Scales Tarn. That way, the way they're going up is the way I intend coming down, and that way is a direct route to the summit of Blencathra. But I say I want to go to Scales Tarn first. In case you're wondering, I have been over Sharp Edge 4 times before. I'll guarantee today it won't be a 5th. So I'll be going around Scales Tarn and up to the summit that way. That's the way I'm heading. I don't know if you can see how deep that snow is. So the path is getting steeper, the work is getting harder. I've turned my jacket completely off there and I was getting too warm because I don't want to overheat, which is almost as bad as underheating. I don't know if you can see the ice shining on the fell. You can see how steep the way. You maybe can't see how steep it is, but it is hard work getting up here. Views still sensational. And where that guy's heading is where I'm heading next. There's a guy over there who overtook us before, and that's the way around that valley there, which is the way I've always gone. I did see a video, Stephen Robinson, canny lad, been out with him a couple of times. He walked from that Threckeld, but I was very tempted to do that route, a new route for me. Having said that, conditions like this, I thought, wait a minute, stick to what you know. Yeah, on the way over, I was talked myself into and talked myself out of Blencathra today, and should I just go up to Great Mel Fell, or even Little Mel Fell? We've gone for Blencathra. It's something I always enjoy. So quite slow going. Up here, the path is very narrow. With the snow, it's going to make it even more difficult. But we're just taking our time. We're just enjoying the day. We're just enjoying the views. We're enjoying the sunshine. I'm just so grateful to be alive, to enjoy it as well. So that's where we came from. We're around there. And that sun is starting to get up there now. I wouldn't say it's warm, nowhere near warm, but you can start to feel it a bit there now, which is nice. Now, one thing I have forgot today is the bottom bits of my poles that stop you sinking all the way down. Because you can see from the path there how deep the snow is. When you put your pole down, that's what happens. So on certain bits, more of a hindrance than a help. But either way, we'll keep plodding on. Yeah, sketchy. Very sketchy. You do not want to slide down there. Well, that was sketchy getting around there. That's the way we came around there. So you see a couple of lads going down that way. Oh man. The wind is getting up. I've got out the shelter there. The wind is really getting up, and so just as well I didn't bring my drone with us. There's no way I'd risk it on a day like this. And our very first view of Sharp Edge and Foul Crag. Oh, this is more like it. This is what I wanted to say, a path like this. I've been looking forward to this. There's Sharp Edge, and then the climb up to the saddleback of Blencathra. Oh, but that wind. Oh, that wind. Woo! And it is a cold wind, is it not? First fall of the day. Didn't go right over. Just foot went down there. Poles. Ooh. Without the bottom bit on, to stop you sinking down, almost a hindrance rather than the help. Either way, hopefully first and last of the day. Happy New Year. And that is how deep the snow is. Yeah, it's hard work when you follow the path, divert from the path. You could be in a lot of trouble there because there's lots of gullies down here that are completely covered. As always, I'm forgetting something, and as mentioned, it's the bottom bit of my hiking pole to stop us doing exactly that, sinking into the deep snow. But when you look around, there's not a soul about. So I need to take my time, not do anything daft, if I can help it. So I'm getting a bit of protection from the valley there now. Everywhere it's looking white. See a little bridge down there. Some people are dropping down the bridge and they're heading up that way. Last year I parked down at well, either way, I parked over there anyway. And I came up over here and I walked around there to that bridge And was it Bannerdale Crags or something? Sutherfell, oh God. There's so many of them. Either way, maybe it's a good time to answer another question. And it's from my very good friend Ashley Arnold. And he asked the question, why do you go out sometimes on days like this? Is it just to do a video? That's a very good question, actually. You know, the forecast was snow, ice, -14 at the top, was -7 coming over the moors. Would I have normally have come over here? And but possibly the answer might have been no. I need a video for Sunday. I've always got a couple in my back pockets that I can put up there. You know, a couple of years ago there now, I started religiously every Sunday at 2 o'clock. I put a video up. People know I put a video up then, and believe it or not, some people actually look forward to them. Yeah, unbelievable, I know. Yeah. So I don't like to let people down. So I may not have come over today. Having said that, now that I am over, and despite the fall back there, being up knee deep in snow, I've enjoyed it. Yeah, to answer your question, Ashley, I might not have come over, but I'll tell you something, I'm pleased I have so far. Put any more questions, put them in the comment, and I will answer them. It's hard work trying to follow this path. Either way, that's the way we're going. So let's go through all that sketchy bit. Not so about. Not so about. Now we're getting a good path. Nice to have a bit chat to a few people. But all of a sudden we'll see the majesty of Sharp Edge and the climb up the Foul Crag. Now you might turn around and say, to be honest, it doesn't look too bad from here. And maybe it doesn't. When you're on there, it's completely different. Take my word for it. Even if you go over in perfect conditions, every time I've gone over, I've been nervous, really nervous, because you can't afford one mistake on there, not one. Either way, we won't be going that way today, because you will be taking a risk, and an unnecessary risk, in my opinion, today. And the closer we get, the higher that looks. So we've still got a bit of climbing to go yet. Wind's dropped slightly. Just take a quick breather. And just looking at my feet here, because the two guys ahead of us went straight down there. It was completely covered, and they stepped on it. And suddenly there's a little gully filled with water. So yeah, it's been fun today, has it not? But then people that were ahead of us before vanished. We've got a little stream crossing to get over, and then there's some steep steps, as I remember, and that'll take us up to Scales Tarn. We'll have a quick break there, something to eat just for a bit of energy, turn my jacket back on, warm us up, and then we've got the bit of a pull there up to the top of the Saddleback, and then onto the summit of Blencathra, where hopefully we'll go get some absolutely fabulous views. Well, I've just had to have a comfort stop. Normally I try and get as way off the path as possible, but when you take one step off the path, and you drop into snow like that. So if you're heading on the same path as me, and you see a badly spelt metal man in the snow, yes, that was me. So I don't know if you see two guys over there. That's the way we're heading. And just at the bottom where they are is the stream crossing, and they should be heading in that V there. Now you might turn around and say, wait a minute, I thought you had 11 Wainwrights left to do. Why aren't you climbing them today? All the ones I've got left to do, apart from the last one, High Rig, are either 3 hours one way or 3.5 hours away on bad roads. That's why I've done Blencathra today. As well as being a favourite, it's the closest one to home for me, and we're on the main road, so I'm not going to get stuck in some sort of little Lake District country lane that hasn't been gritted or ploughed. I don't know, you see that guy walked up there, and he's there with his dog. And all the people that walk past us today, He was the only other one, like me, wearing spikes. Nobody else was. I saw two people go past us, and trainers. You might turn around and say, who the hell are you to tell anybody else what to do? Which is a fair comment. I'm sure there'll be a lot of people watching this complaining about some of the things I've done today on this video. In my opinion, if you come out with like this, you need spikes. At least spikes. I've been watching that guy go up there. He's going up very carefully. It's looks like he's struggling a bit, but I know it looks like a flat path going up there, but it is stones. So I think the snow's covered everything over. And talk about getting over, one thing we need to get over this stream here. I can see where the path's going over there. Hopefully we can get over there without getting wet. Yeah, I need to get over there. And then up there. Quick break up there. Get a bit of energy back. I'll tell you something I needed today. Well, you can see how cold it is because actually the stream is all, that top bit there is ice. It's ice over that stream. So a little tiny bits. But hopefully it'll take my weight, which is just under 17 stone. God, I was at the gym yesterday. I was also had to see the consultant yesterday because I thought I had another hernia. Anyway, it's up here. Nothing you can do about that. At least I can fix it, but it'll just pull apart again. So, but what he did say was, you need to lose weight. Well, I could have told him that. Been trying for about 40 years. Either way, stop putting it off. Let's try and get over here and keep dry. Hello, somebody coming down here. See, by the time I've stood, you're not going to wait at the camera all the time. Some people have been up, turned around, and they're on the way down. So you can see some of them stones, like that staircase going up. It's like that all the way, believe it or not. But apart from that little bit there, it's completely covered with snow. But either way, through that little gap in the snow, there is Scales Tarn. I'm looking forward to a break, I'd say. It's hard to explain how difficult it was getting over there. Whew. I mean, the snow was going up almost to your knees. You put your pole down, that went down to the hand on the side of the fell, but you're having to keep yourself at that angle because you don't want to slide down there. Okay, mate. Anyway, it's been a tough one. Sticking religiously to that path because somewhere underneath there is that stream. So you don't want to walk on there. Welcome to the majestic Scales Tarn. I may look at it. Oh, yes, all of a sudden it is worth it. It's worth getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning on a freezing cold day. Driving over the moors, -7, and climbing up through that snow. And that was hard work. So that is frozen solid. But what a majestic sight. And up there we've got Sharp Edge. I can see 1, 2 people about to go over. I can see one other person there. You would not get me going up there today. The times I've been up and over, it's been in the middle of summer in perfect conditions. A lot of people will tell you how easy it is. You need to have a good head for heights, which I've got, good balance, which I've lost. Pick your day, pick your conditions, because I tell you something, it is the quick way of getting to the top, and it is very exhilarating as well. But if you come off there, you're not going to stop until you're down here. So the way I'm going is this way, around Scales Tarn. You can see the path going up there. And then the summit of Blencathra is up there. There's the Saddleback, as it used to be known for a number of years. But once you get over Sharp Edge, you've got the climb of Foul Crag, which looks absolutely nothing from here. I promise you, it is. I was going over Sharp Edge by myself. There was a couple ahead of us. I thought they've got up there quick. What they've done is, instead of going straight up, they started going at a diagonal. Then all of a sudden they just stopped, panicked, and then they slowly start coming back. But if you get over Sharp Edge, keep on walking around and there's a gully that will take you right to the top of Foul Crag. Anyway, that's the way I went that day, and that's the way that couple followed us, and we all safely got to the top. What a sensational sight it is. That is amazing. And that is frozen solid, and believe it or not, some clowns throwing a bottle in the middle of there. Honestly, where do these people come from? But believe it or not, frozen solid there, I've swam in the middle of there before. Fair enough, it was in the middle of summer on a red hot day with a few people I climbed up here with. But I'll guarantee you there'll be no swimming in there today. Well, intentional swimming anyway. Quick break, change my GoPro battery, and that's the way I'm heading. Oh, final look around. I said it was going to be a quick break here. I've had over half an hour. But somebody else going up there now to try Sharp Edge. Reminds me, coming up here with 3 other people. Neither one of them had been over Sharp Edge before, but all wanting to do it. So we got up here. She took one look at Sharp Edge, said no, not for me. And I'll tell you something, I had a lot of respect for her beforehand. I had a hell of a lot more respect for her that day. Because, you know, she took one look and said, no, that's not for me. She did the right thing, the sensible thing, even further up in my estimation. So never ever let anybody coerce you, push you into doing something you don't want to do. Especially Sharp Edge. You don't want to do it. That's the way to go up from Scales Tarn. And that's the way I'm going up today. I don't know if you can hear that ice cracking. Stop now, every now and again it cracks. Well, it shows you how thick that ice is. I just had to walk over there. It took my 17 stone almost. Thank goodness. Yes, that ice is thick down there. You could hear it creaking and groaning. I thought that was me at first, but no, it was definitely the ice. Right, the hard work starts again. Wind comes from nowhere. I mean, 1 minute it's like this, not a breath. Then out of nowhere, a gust comes. My God. And this snow. But oh, God, look at this. It's hard work, but where would be the fun of doing it if it wasn't? And there's a lot of deep snow down there. You can see the wind getting up. There's people down there think, no, Sharp Edge, I'll tell you something. I would think again. With these gusts, honestly, even with spikes on, down there I was trying to get up, I was sliding backwards, but that was with spikes on. If I had crampons, I would have put them on today. I really would have. Anyway, stop bloody moaning and get on with it. That snow down there. I mean, I can say somebody coming up there. It doesn't look, it just looks fine. I promise you, it wasn't in parts. Because the view from Blencathra summit is absolutely spectacular. And after all this hard work, I think I deserve to get a view. And if I hadn't been faffing about so much, I would have been enjoying it there now. So the higher we get up, the better the views, no matter which way we look. But it is cold. It is cold. I'll tell you how cold. Just had a drink there. My water bottle is all ice. So I'm getting very limited juice out of that. And the higher up we're getting, the colder and windier it gets. I'm going to cut off this trail here. Trail going to the top there, and I'm going to head that way a little bit longer, but I think it's going to be a bit safer. It's been a hard one, especially for the first one of the year. At last, a proper path. I lost the path, so I had to come across there, and that was tough. That was tough. Either way, this is the path going down. But look at them views. So we're zigzagging to the top there now. So summit of Blencathra, I don't know how many times. But look at this. Oh, it is absolutely fantastic. Hopefully you can hear us. So this is from my grandson here, Harry METALMAN. This is the view he should have got when he was up here with us 5 years ago. I don't know if you can hear us or not, but that wind is blowing a gale there now. It is cold, very cold. So I'm going to have to make my way back down, and pretty sharpish about it as well. And that's the Halls Ridge way up. I came up last time. Not a cat and mouse chance today. That's the way I'm heading back. That wind. Oh, that wind. Well, that's the route we're taking back. But that's the route we came up this morning, and still I can see people are going up towards Sharp Edge, and that wind is really strong there now. And that's what you've got to look out for. Do you see there that overhang of snow there? It is right over the edge, but underneath it is nothing. Oh man, I'm cold. But thankfully I put this the heat on this jacket, and it's like having a hot water bottle around my neck, down my back. And thank goodness I've got these fleece lined blue silk trousers on, because that wind is Baltic. Woo!